What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. It was back in September of 2021 when Michael K. Williams, one of the most beloved character actors of the past 20 years, was found deceased in his home. He was only 54 years old, and it was determined that he succumbed to a fentanyl-laced heroin overdose. The dealer who gave him the fentanyl lace of heroin has been sentenced to 30 months in prison in a New York courtroom. Carlos Masi was part of a drug dealing organization that was blamed for the Wire actor's fatal overdose back in 2021. As I said, Williams' body was found inside his Brooklyn penthouse apartment back in 2021. While the prosecution has sought at least a 4-year sentence, Williams' nephew and Dave Simon, the co-creator of The Wire, both sought leniency from Masi, citing his addiction struggles. He could have faced up to nearly 20 years based on federal sentencing guidelines. Williams' nephew, Dominique DuPont, said, "It weighs heavy on me to see someone be in the situation he's in. I understand what it is to be system impacted." In a letter written by Simon calling for leniency from Masi, he noted Williams' opposition to mass incarceration and the drug war and said the actor had been active with criminal reform groups. "I miss my friend," Simon wrote in the letter, adding that Williams had acknowledged his struggles with addiction during the show's 2002 to 2008 run. He said, "But I know that Michael would look upon the undone and desolate life of Mr. Masi and know two things with certainty. First, that it was Michael who bears the fuller responsibility for what happened, and second, no possible good can come from incarcerating a 71-year-old soul, largely illiterate, who has himself struggled with a lifetime of addiction." Assistant U.S. Attorney Micah F. Ferguson, who had called for a 4-year sentence, said Masi had previously spent little time behind bars, despite more than 20 convictions, including 4 drug-related ones since 2016. Masi was not charged directly in the actor's death, although others in the case have been. Masi pleaded guilty to conspiring to possess and distribute narcotics in Williams' case and 3 other defendants in the drug ring. They have also pled guilty. Irving Cartagena, who was caught on surveillance selling drugs to Williams the day before he died, will be sentenced next month, and Hector Robles and Luis Cruz will be sentenced in September, according to the New York Post. I see the article says there have been more than 3,000 fatal overdoses in New York in the past year alone. Along with The Wire, in which he played a Baltimore man known for robbing street-level drug dealers, Williams also starred in Boardwalk Empire, 12 Years a Slave, and Assassin's Creed. He was one of my favorite character actors, and it really rocked me when he passed away back in 2021. It was so sudden, and I had thought that he had overcome his drug addiction, but addiction is addiction. You're never cured, and you're one misstep away from falling off the wagon and relapsing. We saw that with Philip Seymour Hoffman. So, even in death, Michael K. Williams' compassion and humanity saved a man who himself suffers from addiction, from basically dying in prison. So, tell me what you guys think.